This is the ABC Evening News with Harry Reasoner and Barbara Walters.
Good evening. Our top stories tonight. Reaction to the president's energy plan runs the gamut from Republican Senator Carl Curtis, who says that it's a blueprint for unemployment, to Democratic Senator Pat Moynihan, who hails it as a courageous program. We'll tell you tonight how the package would affect the average American. Howard K. Smith looks at the proposed sacrifices, and he thinks they're not that drastic. And finally, Fidel Castro pays a surprise visit to Minnesota businessmen in Havana, and he makes a sales pitch of his own. Harry?
Last night, the president laid his energy program on the line for Congress. Standby gasoline taxes, taxes on gas-guzzling cars, and rebates on gas savers, tax credits for Americans who insulate their homes. And Mr. Carter asked Congress to adopt his goals by joint resolution. Few doubt a serious fight is coming, but today in Congress, a committee without precedent was formed. Don Farmer reports.
When Democratic leader Jim Wright got up to speak, it was a low-key, almost routine scene on the House floor. But what he proposed, a special super energy committee, was unprecedented in congressional history. The new committee's ranking Republican John Anderson asked Congress to overcome jurisdictional jealousies. And that's why this committee came to be. The problem is, up to now, 18 of the 27 committees in the House have had some say over energy legislation. Now, this super committee will parcel out the energy package to the committees. It'll referee disputes and then put the energy bill back together again so all members can vote on it. It's never been done this way before, and there's been no real energy policy before.
Nobody has come up with a firm package to have clout to see if we can formulate and put together in one package an energy policy. America wasn't ready for it. The Congress wasn't ready for it.
Speaker O'Neill's hand-picked chairman is Thomas Ashley of Ohio. He's not known as an energy expert, but he does want his committee to support the president.
Yes, I think that the by and large, without prejudging, which I'm not in a position to do, that there should be a slight bias in favor of what the president has sent down.
The committee's 25 Democrats are more urban than rural, more liberal than not. Few of them will go for gasoline taxes, but many may favor other conservation proposals. Some will vote with those 12 Republicans who prefer more production of gas and oil and no government controls on oil prices. The committee members come from 21 states, mostly in the upper Midwest and Northeast, and 5 are from Texas. Soon the Republicans will offer their own energy plan, anti-tax, pro-oil and gas production. And they, too, will warn against regional squabbles getting in the way. But they are in the way, and regional interests of both parties will remain the biggest problem for this Congress and this president as the energy battle unfolds. This is Don Farmer, ABC News, at the Capitol.
While Congress was assembling the mechanism for agreement and for battle, White House officials professed to be pleased by the initial reaction. Sam Donaldson reports from the White House.
President Carter talked to key congressmen at the White House this morning, while his aides reported that of some 969 phone calls in last night's speech, 494 supported the presentation, 205 didn't. Many of the non-supporters saying they think talk of an energy shortage is phony. Asked about the most controversial of his proposals, the president seemed confident it would eventually be accepted.
It seems to you your gasoline tax standby proposal might be doomed because of the reaction.
I think we'll get it passed. This afternoon, talking to some high school students in the Rose Garden, Mr. Carter continued his campaign for a strong energy conservation program.
Our nation has been blessed, as you know, with large quantities of energy. But we ought to be the one, I think, first to strive for strong conservation measures because we waste more. And if there's one group of people in our country who could play a leadership role in trying to save energy, it's you. You could monitor what goes on in your schools, in your public buildings that are owned by the state and local governments, in your own home.
The kids loved it. And if the idea catches on for an energy conservation army of the young, history could record that the energy battle was won, not on the playing fields of Eton, but the green lawn of the White House Rose Garden. Sam Donaldson, ABC News, the White House.
Energy, no doubt, will be a subject when President Carter holds a news conference tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. ABC News will broadcast the conference live. Today, Budget Director Bert Latz made the first estimate of the cost to the federal government of the president's energy plan. It is $7 billion to $15 billion, mostly to buy a billion-barrel crude oil reserve. That's the first cost to the nation as a whole. Vic Ratner tells us what the cost can be and the benefits to one American family.
The Reginald Roberts of Franconia, Virginia, put storm windows on their house 3 years ago. Under the Carter plan, if they did it today, installation of storm windows and other home insulating materials could bring Mr. Roberts up to $400 back on next year's income taxes. The Roberts have 2 cars, one of them this 3-year-old Chrysler. If they decide to trade this Chrysler in next year on another big car, under President Carter's plan, they could be paying a gas guzzler tax of over $400. But if they decide to buy a small car instead under the Carter plan, they could get over $400 back in tax rebates. The president's program would also push up the price of gasoline for those cars by at least 7 cents a gallon, perhaps by as much as 57 cents by 1985. The Roberts already have a solar-powered clothes dryer.